Hey friends, Jax here. Hey, this is follow up on the residual income deal. Yeah, first thing before you go screaming out there and buying up land, you need to set yourself up relatively cheaply. All right, let me get the. I'm not a lawyer. Um, I have no legal experience. Well, heck, now I'm stalling. No legal experience. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a realtor. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm just telling you how I do things and how I see it. Maybe the way I see it, you can see it the same way. Hopefully, it's correct. But here we go. So before you start buying up places and stuff, you need to drink some adult beverages. So yeah, should you really be taking advice from a early 50s guy drinking freaking beer? This probably ain't his first one. Yeah, you're making some sound choices there, buddy. But anyways, first thing you want to do is set up an LLP or an LLC. To do that, just type in your state. Let's say you live in Vermont. Type in Google Vermont space LLC space registration maybe. The first few listings will be ads. Then there'll be a few more listings that are not the right ones. You have to look for some that like ends in a .gov or, do your research. Make sure you're landing on the correct page and not some company or some scam or whatever. Once you land on there, you can probably do a lookup for company names or whatever. Like I used in my previous example, I was saying, hey, name the thing after after the community's name. Yeah, you'd want to do that. But the first thing is, let's get a basic company in. Let's say Jax Holding LLP. All right. So we'll go with that. We're in Vermont. Look that up, Jax Holdings LLP. It's available, and well, actually, you don't look up the LLP portion. You just look up Jax Holding, and then you have to put the LLP on there. So yeah, you get on there. It'll tell you how much it'll cost. I prefer LLP over LLC. The P is because you can provision. That's not what P stands for, but you can provision out a different percentage of the company to different people. So, again, trying to remember. I'm just doing the checklist. This, like I said, this is one take. I don't write this shit down or nothing, man. So, you get the, go on there online, you have the name available, the price ranges. I've seen them as low as $20 and as high as like $500. I prefer LLP, like I said, proportions. And then LLC would be, I guess, the second one if there's astronomical difference between LLP and LLC. You get that all set up, and that'll be your holdings company. So then, as soon as you buy the land, then you put the land and call it like Jax Rentals LLC, and then you'll have your other company as a holding company for that one. That way you can layer it up. But just real quick, how do you get income? You just say, hey, you got a rental place, you're making, $600 and whatnot, and how are you going to do your taxes? Well, the money that you take out of the company is personal income. So I think the next one we'll go over how to set up a bank and whatnot. And I'm not a financier or anything like that, so it is what it is. So yeah, so you go to your state, set up LLP preferred, my preference, or an LLC. Get that name, whatnot, and here's some uses for it, man. You can put your car under your LLP. You can put anything, houses, cars, boats, anything. You have to make sure, though, you kind of break in the whole LLP, LLC rules if you're trying to hide assets. That's what it's made for. So, if you're not trying to hide assets, you should be straight. Any income derived from the LLP or LLC is taken out as income for you. What else is there? Sounds simple, but it's paperwork, red tape. I think that's it. Bad things to do is to put stuff in an LLP or LLC right before divorce. Probably wouldn't be a good thing. Oh, talking about divorce, I would not put a spouse on an LLC or an LLP as anything, because then you're pretty much unlatching the company to that person. So if you get a divorce, you have to split the company. That's how it goes. But if the person's not involved in the company, it'll be much harder to split the company. Of course, like if you're freaking, I don't know, whatever, the guy that owns Amazon, if you're him and getting a divorce, man, I don't care how you layer it up, you're going to lose half your shit. So, and that's how it works. So, first thing first, go spend that $20. Get an LLP, call it a holdings company. The next thing I will show you is about banking. And we're going to roll through this. So I'm going to walk you through this process, like through the storage lot idea. I may come up with another idea. I might not get financing for the storage thing. So who knows? It's all fucking a risk, and it is what it is. So there you go. I'll be kind of multitasking. I'm going to be looking for property, looking for property that kind of would be ideal for a storage facility, or maybe something that's not even storage facility. Maybe something different. I don't know. I'm going to try to set something up. Come on. And that is, of course, if financing comes through. So there you go. This is a long video. How long is it? Oh, dang, 7 minutes. I think it's a record. Look for, I think this is part 2. And next will be part 3 about banking, what to do with your money. So this is it. How to set up an LLC, LLP by Jax. I'm not a lawyer.